Heroes Toy Reviews is not intended for children or anyone under the age of 17.
Today, Turtle Month continues with His Majesty, the Rat King. Be looking at the 1980s Turtles, more specifically the 1980s Turtle toys. The second day of Turtle Month, and you know what that means. This is the wild party dude of the bunch, Michelangelo, the jump for it! Hey everybody, and welcome to Hebros Toy Reviews. I am your host, Hebro77, and welcome to Turtle Month. We continue our Turtle Month going into its final days. As you know, February is short, and we did begin in the middle of the month. To begin with, so you knew it was going to be a short month. Although I do have one big review that I will do, and that might run over into March. So be sure to stay tuned to that. But for today, we will be reviewing the Rat King. Now, I have mistakenly called this guy the Sewer King in the past, but I think I was getting confused with a Batman character that was on Batman the Animated Series. But the Rat King appears in the comic books. He appears in the original series and in the 2012 series as well. We'll get to that and a whole lot more in this review of the Rat King. So with no further ado, let's go to the review. And here we have the Rat King, which I oftentimes mistakenly would call him the Sewer King. And I don't know that if there is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure named the Sewer King, or if I just got that off of Batman the Animated Series. Now, one thing you might notice is I don't have the actual weapons for a lot of these guys, because I pick a lot of them up at flea markets or what do they call it? Yard sales, eBay, antique stores, stuff like that. So a lot of times they are incomplete. And I know what a lot of reviewers, they'll go and search for their weapons and blah, blah, blah before they do a review. Well, I figure as long as you have the action figure with the basic necessities, he does have his cool cat belt hair. Which I find it kind of disturbing that he might have killed a cat and then skinned it and then put its pelt here as a belt. But nonetheless, he is called the Rat King. So if you're the king of rats, why would you need a cat? There's no doubt about that. That's why I gave him a gat. Now, with that all being said, let's actually take a look at a picture of the original Rat King with his accessories. That you've seen a picture of the Rat King and all his accessories, let's take a look at the one we have right here on hand. Now, as you could see, he has rats. He has a rat crawling up the left arm, and he has another rat on the right shoulder. There's a lot going on. There's a different colored rat on his back, which matches the color of his shirt, and a rat on his leg. They really ratted this guy up. Now, they did switch things up a bit on this leg and put spiders on it. And they put spider or some kind of maybe a tick on that arm. I'm not sure. There's a spider up here on his bandana. He has red glowing eyes with a green bandana and another green bandana around his neck and some kind of weird bandana thing going across the bridge of his nose. He has various bones going throughout his costume. I assume these are bones from the rats that he has captured, killed, and mutilated. As I mentioned before, he has this weird cat sash going on. His cat, sort of a cat fanny pack, if you will. And yeah, back in the 90s, fanny packs were a big thing, so I do see sort of where they got that from. Now I can make all kinds of dirty jokes about that, but I'll just let that one slide. As we turn him around and we see the back side of him, we see that he has all sorts of weapons on here. I'm not sure what some of these are. I assume a couple, like maybe one of them might be a knife. Like, hold on, let me move his arm. Sorry, folks. Yeah, like that right there might be a knife or something. And then like a radio? Is it a radio? I don't know. But anyway, getting back to the Rat King and his origins, there are many appearances of him in the original comics and then the cartoons, including he came back in the 2012 Nickelodeon series, as well as the 2018 series. I'm not sure. I did some research on this guy before I did this review. And also, if you look up here, he's kind of balding. So that's an interesting feature that they added. There is not much that I know about the Rat King. I just know that he's an enemy to Splinter. And I think in the first comic books, he was defeated by Donatello in some form. And then later on in the 2012 cartoon series, he was a scientist who was experimenting and became the Rat King, and that's why he's got the red eyes. Of course, the red eyes was never explained in the original cartoon series. He was just beamed into existence. Now, there really isn't much else to say about the Rat King, except if you're a rat, watch out, because he's coming to get you. As an action figure, he's a pretty cool action figure. I'm sure if I had all of his weapons, I would give it a bigger score. But as it stands, even as a character, you know, he wasn't one of the main characters, and I've only seen him maybe once, because I never really saw like all the episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm gonna have to score him about an 8 out of 10 turtle shells. And that is my review on the Rat King. Well, there you have it. Another exciting review comes to a close, as Turtle Month is coming to a close as well. But as I said at the beginning of the video, it will spill off into March, and I think maybe either March or April we will do Star Trek Month. But until that happens, just remember, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. See you next time.
Drag, you rockhead! Where's Rat King?
Treg, the evil stone warrior from Dimension X, is trying to convince Rat King, the solitary sewer dweller, to help the Foot destroy the Ninja Turtles.
Radical!
Meanwhile, the Turtles are flipping out with their motorized pizza thrower, proving once again a little pizza can go a long, long way.
Pizza? I didn't order any pizza!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
From Playmates.